Modern half-ton trucks feel like disposable plastic toys. Towing heavy with a twin-turbo V6 isn't a truck. That's a grenade, not a reliable tow rig. But a forever truck list still exists. A select group of engines ignores the EPA small displacement, high-stress ideal. We refer to them as the forever engines. These units feature cast iron, huge displacement, and straightforward mechanics. For a truck designed to outlast you, this is the essential guide. To begin, grasp the physics behind why new engines often fail. Ultimately, it's all about one critical factor: heat. When a tiny 3-liter engine is forced to produce 400 horsepower, you're essentially building a thermal reactor. Hauling a 10,000-pound RV uphill means turbos spin at 200,000 RPM, forcing hot air into cylinders. This significantly elevates cylinder pressure to unsafe limits. To prevent engine meltdown, the computer injects surplus fuel into cylinders for cooling. However, that generated heat must dissipate somewhere. It saturates the oil, overheats bearings, and ruins plastic connectors beneath the hood. A high-displacement V8 avoids this issue. It generates power via leverage, not intense pressure. Moving on to number 1, the Godzilla. That's Ford's 7.3-liter gas V8. To see why this engine reigns, consider Ford's 2020 actions. They assessed their EcoBoost failure rates in heavy-duty applications and chose to construct a true dinosaur. They crafted a huge cast-iron pushrod behemoth, free of turbos to overheat. No complex overhead cams to brake, no cylinder deactivation, chewing up lifters. This dump truck engine is merely disguised as a pickup engine. Ford installs these in shuttle buses and box trucks operating 12 hours daily. In a consumer Super Duty, it barely works. Critics argue its fuel economy is terrible. They're correct. It guzzles gas like a 1970s muscle car. Yet, consider the cost. Fuel costs less than a $15,000 out-of-warranty engine replacement. Next, the budget champion. Unable to afford a new Ford? Then you require the General Motors 6.0-liter Vortec, specifically its L96 iron block iterations. It's not the most potent engine here, yet it boasts a huge edge over contemporary GM trucks. It lacks active fuel management. It also lacks the cylinder deactivation hardware that devastates newer engines' valve trains. It consistently operates on all 8 cylinders. Mechanics dub these the truck world's cockroaches because they're virtually indestructible. While a Chevy's body might rust and its door handles detach, that V8 will reliably fire up each morning for 300,000 miles. Number 3. The million-mile legend, Toyota's 5.7-liter V8, the 3ERF. This represents the engine Toyota produced before it disappointed customers with the problematic twin-turbo 5.6. This engine's legendary status is due to Victor Shepard. In 2016, he brought in a 2007 Tundra with 1 million miles on its original engine. Toyota engineers disassembled it, and the internal measurements remained within factory specifications for a brand new engine. Such durability is physically unachievable with modern twin-turbo engines, as internal pressures are simply too high. If you locate a low-mileage Tundra from 2018 to 2021, purchase it. You're acquiring the final overbuilt Toyota before accountants controlled the engineering department. Number 4. The rare modern diesel exception. We typically advise avoiding newer diesels due to emission systems, but heavy towing demands torque. The sole diesel mechanics rely on is the Ford 6-liter Power Stroke produced post-2015. Ford engineered this engine internally, employing a distinct reverse flow design, placing the turbo in the engine's valley, ensuring immediate throttle response. However, its inclusion on this list is due to its robust bottom end. It utilizes 6 bolts for each main bearing cap. That's an astonishing degree of over-engineering. This produces a bottom end capable of handling 1,000 pound-feet of torque without distortion. While the emission system will eventually fail, the pistons and rods remain bulletproof. Number 5 highlights the pre-emission Chevy. We can't discuss forever engines without including the LBE's Duramax. Though produced only briefly around 2006-2007, it's widely regarded as GM's finest diesel ever built. It offers the strength of contemporary Duramax, minus the restrictive emissions gear found in newer models. No DEF fluid, no DPF filter. It pairs with the renowned Allison 1000 6-speed transmission. This pairing of the LBZ's engine and Allison transmission defines the gold standard for Chevy enthusiasts. Should you find a rust-free unit, anticipate paying a premium, since it's known as Chevy's last truly honest truck. And finally, number 6, the Holy Grail. For an engine that could outlast your own children, opt for the 5.9-liter Cummins, particularly the 12-valve or 24-valve versions. What makes it the list's king? Its distinct lack of certain features. No DEF fluid, no DPF filters, and no EGR system. The 5.9-liter is simply a tractor engine. It's loud, it vibrates, and it truly smells like a truck. The Dodge wrapped around it might fall apart at 200 miles, but the engine will still be running when the sun burns out. Possessing a superb engine solves only half the problem. Now let's discuss the transmission dilemma. A million-mile engine is useless if it's mated to a fragile transmission. Your truck is ineffective. Contemporary trucks prioritize high gear counts. 10, 8, or even 9 speeds are common. Their sole motivation for this is fuel economy. With 10 gears, the computer maintains a very low engine RPM on highways to conserve fuel. However, for towing, this setup proves disastrous. A 10-speed transmission continually searches for gears. It constantly shifts up and down. It simply never settles. Constant shifting generates heat, and heat destroys transmissions. Our forever-list trucks feature simpler, more robust transmissions. The Ford Godzilla employs the 6R140, a heavy-duty 10-speed designed for torque, not just fuel economy. Older Toyotas utilize a 6-speed renowned for its bulletproof reliability. Meanwhile, older Chevy trucks employ the Allison 1000, initially built for dump and refuse trucks. Hauling 10,000 pounds uphill, you don't want your transmission to be constantly shifting every 4 seconds. You need it to lock into gear and firmly hold. While older 6-speed transmissions may yield poorer fuel economy, they feature thicker clutch packs and more straightforward valve bodies. They're engineered to sustain torque, not to pursue EPA figures. So, here's the final verdict. The era of the do-it-all truck has concluded. A truck cannot achieve 25 mpg while also towing 10,000 pounds. That's a physical impossibility. You must make a choice. Do you prefer a computer on wheels offering good mileage until its turbos fail? Or would you prefer a dedicated tow rig? Prioritize displacement, choose the iron, and disregard fuel economy.